everyone, I'm Heather Dawson. A while ago, we aired a story about San Diego high school student Kevin Barber. He created a program to help the homeless called Wheels of Change. Well, since we last spoke with Kevin a few months ago, the program has expanded and raised enough money to reach more than double the amount of homeless people in the local area. Let's see why this life-changing program was recently featured on the front page of the San Diego Tribune. Here's David Wiley.
Homelessness is a crisis that has spread to virtually every community in our state. This growing trend leaves many feeling hopeless, like Colleen Murphy, who went from a successful career in finance to being pregnant, alone, and living on the streets of San Diego.
I had nothing and no one to go to. When you're not able to meet your own basic needs, like a safe place to sleep, something to eat, you know, it's just like, where do you turn to?
Every person living on the streets has a different story, and while there are no easy answers to the problem, one San Diego teenager and his mother are leading the charge to give the homeless in their city opportunity today and hope for the future.
So originally I've learned a lot about homelessness through my mother, who's an emergency physician. So she's constantly seen the issue of homelessness and always wondered, is there something we can do about this?
Meet 17-year-old Kevin Barber, co-founder of Wheels of Change, a pilot program in San Diego that provides short-term work for the homeless. Kevin was inspired after seeing a TED Talk about a similar program in New Mexico. And with guidance from his mother, Dr. Carolyn Barber, and assistance from donors, Kevin launched Wheels of Change in 2017. With some 11,000 homeless on the streets of San Diego, Wheels of Change gives the homeless a chance to earn cash while cleaning up the streets.
Right now we have our one van going out 3 days a week, and it's taking 10 homeless people out per day, and they're going around the city cleaning up trash, and they're getting paid $46.50 at the end of the day in cash.
As the crews head out, they're led by KB, who himself spent time living on the streets, and now gives them direction and acts as a mentor.
To pick up some trash for cash, that's our motto, and it's called the Wheels of Change. I got the wheels to hopefully change our clients' lives and get them moving forward to a better position in life.
Most of the people who are actually part of this program have been in a similar situation, so it's easy to speak with them because they can relate to what you're dealing with. They've been there.
As you listen to the stories of the people living on the streets, you realize there are many roads leading to homelessness, but it can be very difficult to find ways out. Wheels of Change gives hope where there oftentimes isn't any.
It helps bring a little bit of extra cash in, but it also helps motivate you and give you that motivation to make the steps in the right direction to try and change your situation.
And while many in the homeless community feel unwanted or unappreciated, Wheels of Change has empowered them to make a positive impact on the downtown area.
We get a lot of thank yous and, good job, keep up the good work.
They're still decent people and people who want to see you do good and recover and be the best you.
And it's testimonies like those that show the big impact Wheels of Change is having in San Diego. Already, in just over a year, hundreds of homeless have taken part in the program. Now, Kevin is hoping, with the help of donors and supporters, they'll be able to expand Wheels of Change.
So our main future goal is to get our 2 vans running 5 days a week, because this would allow us to employ almost 4,000 people a year. So this is the main goal, and that's what I'm working towards, is fundraising for this to happen. Luckily, we've had some support from the city and other people in the community, and we're looking to just increase all the support, and then we'll be able to do it. So it should be awesome.
As part of Kevin's efforts, CNN recognized him as one of the most inspiring people of 2018. And Kevin and Wheels of Change continue to provide hope for those living on the streets of San Diego, including Colleen.
There's hope if you're willing to show up and make right choices and kind of change the bad behavior if that's what got you here, or even if it's just poor circumstances. There's always hope for better tomorrow.
You can learn more about Wheels of Change and the impact that one teenager has made for so many at wheelsofchangeprogram.com.
Since this story first aired, the city of San Diego has committed $250,000 to help fund the program. And instead of running one van downtown 3 days a week, the program will now be able to run 2 vans, expanding out of the downtown area 5 days a week. This current expansion, reaching more than double the number of homeless people, is exciting for the program's only second year of operation. Coming up next, we head to the Sunset Strip for the best of style and Elisa's top Instagram shopping pics. Summer fashion. It's all about stylish outfits perfect for warmer weather. Picking the right pieces can be a challenge, but there are some helpful tricks to help you put together a chic look. Let's check in with Elise for some tips.
I don't know about you, but I always shop for cute summer clothes on Instagram. So here's some of my favorite clothing lines to shop for online this summer. For Love and Lemons is one of my favorites. It's very whimsical. I call it laid-back clothes. You can dress it up at the same time. Very colorful, elegant, and flattering and unique. A bit of a throwback look, almost vintage. They have really cute, pretty sundresses, and it's at a higher price point. A little bit more affordable is Shopo. It's an Australian brand. I like it because you can mix and match the clothes. Super trendy, great for traveling on the go, more of day-to-day wear, and it's at a great price point. I love Beach Bunny swimwear. When it comes to swimwear, anytime I'm looking for bikinis, it's the first place I shop. I know it's going to be flattering, and they always have unique designs for any seasons. They have sparkle bikinis, neon, animal print, and even florals. So these are just a few of my favorite picks to add to the shopping cart because I always find the cutest trends on Instagram. I'm Elise Thurston. Until next time.
Thanks, Elise. Now let's head to Fred Segal on Sunset for the launch party of VLH's beautiful silk scarves.
Today we're at Fred Segal and we're launching my scarf brand called VOILà Les HÉROINES. We'll call it VLH. It's a silk scarf social fashion brand. So these scarves are 100% silk made in Lake Como in Italy. So they're super good quality. They're made at the same factory as Missoni scarves, so they are incredible. It's a human brand, but it's also a fashion brand. So there's lots to do with fashion and design, but also it's a brand to help empower people and make people feel strong and proud of themselves. So it's kind of whatever you feel.
Well, today we're celebrating the opening of this brand that my granddaughter and my son have developed. We're here actually for a very happy time. We've come out of some very dark days, and today there's light.
This brand started about 3 years ago when I was diagnosed with a brain tumor. They had to shave the front part of my head, so I felt super insecure and I didn't like how I looked. In order to feel confident again, my grandmother actually dropped off a big box of luxurious silk scarves.
She was put in a position where she had to go back to school with a shaved head, and she was very uncomfortable. I brought her some scarves, and she is a very creative child. She put them around her head, and she created a look that would make her feel comfortable when she went back to school. We were very, very proud of her.
And my dad and I looked at each other and were like, how cool would it be if we could create our own? And here we are 3 years later with 2 beautiful designs.
So the idea for this silk scarf brand actually came out of the intensive care unit where my daughter and I were spending a lot of time together talking about her experience. And during that time she was experimenting with a lot of scarves, putting them on her head to cover her shaved head, her scarred head, and she felt a sense of power and empowerment from it, and a sense of beauty and creativity and artistry and fun and joy. And from that moment we decided collectively to put our creativity together, our heads together, our energy together to bring the world a new silk scarf brand called VOILà Les HÉROINES, which means here come the heroines. And this is really a brand not just for people who have gone through a specific type of surgery, for everyone who is turning their darkest moments into something beautiful, into something powerful. and we're thrilled to be here at Fred Segal to be able to launch this at the sort of the purveyor of California cool globally. It's the perfect place to launch a human and fashion statement.
I have so many heroines in my life and so many people surrounding me that I love to wear the scarf, so just people in my life who've helped me gone through this whole journey are heroines, and if they wear it, then I'm happy.
The meaning of the scarf, well, you kind of feel like a warrior, that you've been through a battle and you've emerged the other side in a very victorious way. So wearing this scarf makes me feel like a heroine, which is the name of the scarf. The scarf represents strength and beauty and freedom.
We feel like this is the beginning of a very interesting new journey, new chapter for my daughter and also for this brand that's already speaking to many, many people around the world. I'd just like to say thank you very much to the people at Fred Segal for hosting us. They showed a tremendous amount of empathy and progressive thinking, and also an ability to understand, obviously, fashion and humanity and how those things intersect. I'd also like to say my daughter, Danielle, is my inspiration. And I'm really, really proud of her today, so we're thrilled to be here.
I'm just really excited, and it's going to be fun tonight, I hope.
All right, summer is just around the corner, and that means time to plan your next vacation. Here with us today is travel expert Valerie Joy Wilson, coming to us live from St. Augustine, Florida, and teaming with Visit Florida to share some unique ways to explore art, culture, food, you name it, a whole lot more in the Sunshine State. Welcome, Valerie.
Thank you so much for having me. Yes, the Sunshine State. I am not coming to you from a green screen somewhere. I am actually in St. Augustine. Like, look at how perfect this weather is. Look at how beautiful it is. I'm so excited to share it with you today.
I love it. Tell us more about where you are and some of the cultural experiences that you can share around that area for people to go visit.
Yeah, so, you know, one of the things that always fascinates me about Florida is just how rich the history really is. So right here in St. Augustine, I am in America's oldest city, which I feel like is some info most people don't realize. Most people think the Northeast, but no, it was actually right here in 1565, founded by the Spanish. And then, you know, Florida wasn't even part of the U.S. until 1821, so there's really such a mix of British and Spanish and Minorcan and all of these different cultures and diversity here in St. Augustine. And then you've got the brick-lined streets and the Spanish moss trees. It really is, it feels like you could have been dropped off in Spain, to be honest with you. It's really beautiful.
Oh, it looks amazing. Taking me back to my Spanish roots. I need to go there. Tell us about some of the unique destinations. I love it. It's beautiful.
You know, what I really love about Florida is there's something for everyone. I've been all around the world, and really Florida is second to none when it comes to having something for everyone. So one of the things that I wanted to share with you this month that's really exciting is Clearwater's Sugar Sand Festival. So in the St. Pete Clearwater area, that is happening. It is a sand sculpting event. These are master sand sculptors. It is really incredible. And then I personally love to travel for culture. So I also recommend heading down to South Florida, checking out the Ata Tiki Museum, learning about the Seminoles and the Seminole history, which is still present throughout the state today.
And for more information, where should people go?
To learn more about incredible St. Augustine and, of course, to plan your travels anywhere in the Sunshine State, head to visitflorida.com.
Kyle Kirkwood just captured the checkered flag here at the 50th annual Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach IndyCar Series race. Sunday's IndyCar main event was a clean race with 0 cautions. Race winner Kyle Kirkwood finished ahead of Alex Palou by 2.68 seconds, with Christian Lundgaard coming in third. His Arrow McLaren mechanics worked to rebuild his Chevrolet race car for Sunday.
We didn't have any yellows. It's kind of nice sometimes to have the field packed up, but I mean, the passes we saw were really good. I mean, they were really risky, but they were really good to see. So really hard racing. Kyle did an awesome job, and I wasn't sure. I thought Palou was going to win, but he held him off. I grew up going to the Michigan Speedway, so a big oval, and I go to Indy 500 every year, so I love ovals, but man, street courses are cool. I mean, it's just like a carnival and a party, a street festival, and a race all wrapped into one, and I love the atmosphere. It's always something to look at and always something to do. And the racers, it's a street fight, man. I mean, their elbows out and tight walls, and it's always good competition for the racing, too.
All of the fun and excitement started off with the historic Formula exhibition, honoring all three series of racing in Long Beach: Formula 1, Formula 5000, and IndyCar. Then it was the Mother's Exotic Car Parade on the race course.
All right, out on shoreline right now, the Grand Prix Legends Parade of 6 cars featuring Mario Andretti, Jr., Brian Redmond, Paul Tracy, race founder Chris.
The cars were provided by the Peterson Automotive Museum.
Thinking and doing it's of course very different. It's really easy to say, hey, might as well just go out there, get pole, leave a whole race, and make it nice and simple. It's just not that simple, right? A lot of things need to align to make that happen, especially when you have 26 other best drivers in the world racing here against you that all want to beat you. So this is the days that we live for as drivers, as teams. It's a special one to go out here and dominate like this. I know it might have made it a little bit boring to most of the media, the announcers, et cetera, but these are important for us, and this is exactly what, as drivers, we want to see happen.
Once again, Kyle Kirkwood is your winner here at the 2025 Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach IndyCar race. Next up, the IndyCar Series heads to Birmingham, Alabama on May 4th. Reporting from the streets of Long Beach, I'm Jason Rasidlo for AmericaJR.com.
The Great Barrier Reef is alive and thriving in Australia and is one of the 7th natural wonders in the world. Joining us here today are 2 experts to share details about a global initiative to recognize this amazing treasure with a Lifetime Achievement Award. Dr. Eric Fisher is a world-renowned marine biologist and expert in reef conservation, and Mark Olsen is a Great Barrier Reef advocate and CEO of Tourism Tropical North Queensland.
Hey, welcome. Hey, thanks for having us.
Dr. Fisher, can you tell us why it's important to protect the Great Barrier Reef?
Yes, Lisa, it's incredibly important to protect the Great Barrier Reef. I mean, the Great Barrier Reef is one of the Earth's natural treasures, one of the most recognized. It's the largest living entity that can even be seen in outer space. It's over 1,400 miles long, so like going from San Diego to Seattle. It is the home for 9,000 species, so incredibly diverse, incredibly dynamic, changes by the minute, but also important to the people that rely on it. You have 70 First Nations groups that are spiritually connected to the reef, and we have a whole fleet of high standard tourism operators that connect visitors to the reef every day. So for this reason, the Great Barrier Reef is in the imagination of most people around the planet. It creates this inspiration to see it, love it, and protect it.
Mark, can you tell us how the reef is recognized for a lifetime of greatness?
Yeah, look, we're calling on the world to support us in this incredible campaign. The Great Barrier Reef has inspired millions of people, and everybody has heard of it. It's one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. So when the United Nations Environment Programme calls for awards for the champions of the Earth, we thought, you know what, we've got the perfect candidate for your Lifetime Achievement Award. It goes to the individual who's had the greatest impact and encouraged positive change to protect our world. And we thought, you know what, that's the Great Barrier Reef.
It is definitely on my bucket list to go to the Great Barrier Reef. Where can we get some more information about this beautiful place, Mark?
Yeah, so just jump on to alifetimeofgreatness.com and sign your support. There's incredible information there about all of the conservation programs that are happening and be part of a global movement, because we reckon that a lifetime that great deserves to be recognised. So recognise the Great Barrier Reef for a Lifetime Achievement Award. Let's make history.
And that's it for us. If you missed any part of our show, go to our website, californialifehd.com. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. I'm your host, Heather Dawson. We'll see you next time.